My name is Seth K Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this.
So guys, go with me into Photoshop, Control N, and then 1500 pixels, 1500 pixels also for the height. The resolution, let's set it to 72, and let's name it Business Corporate Flyer. Let's leave it at pixels, also let's leave it at RGB color, and then 8-bit pixels per inch. Click on create, and then we'll have something like this. We also want to set our rulers. If your ruler is not showing, click on Ctrl R for it to show, and then drag it there. So the first thing we are going to do is to work on our images, or the images of the girls. And so somewhere around here, just hold shift and then just drag it down. So something like this is good. Drag it somewhere here. And then you also want to double click it and choose this particular color, H72A37. Now go and then drag your image into it. You're going to use this one. Right click it and then create clipping mask. Also want to make sure it's in the middle. Now I am seeing a very white stroke around the image. Doesn't make it nice. So hold Control and click here. Now go to select, come down to select and mask. Okay, so set the radius to 2, set the smooth to 12, leave the feathers alone, the contrast set to 13%, shift the edge to minus 80%, and then click on decontaminate colors. And then also click here, select new layer with layer mask, and then take the remember settings and click on OK. This way is going to take it off. Let's delete the one beneath. Let's convert to smart object and then create clipping mask. So this is the image we are going to use now. We also want to duplicate the ellipse behind it, and then click on the rectangular tool over here, go here and then make sure this is selected, the one beneath is selected. Click on the fill and then set it to make sure it's off, and then come here, the stroke, come and pick the same color here, and then set the size of the stroke to 3.79. Okay, drag it up. So this is how it's going to look like, and that's good, that's great. The next thing we are going to do, let's type the name of the person. And so let's pick the name of the person. Alright, and then let's select the color. Let's choose this color. Let's change the font to Cambria. Set the font size to 35. Let's also make sure it's bolding, and then this is also text, and then that's the color we selected. Also want to change from here, let's choose bold. Then let's click here, delete the figure and type 0, and then drag it to the middle of it. This is quite good. Alright, duplicate it and send it down. And then let's pick the rest of the detail. Let's say he's a marketing consultant. Let's use Arial. And then let's make sure it's also bold. Change the font size to 26. And then let's change the color to color black as well. Duplicate it and drag it down again. Let's choose select all these ones and then paste it there. Let's change the font size to 20. We also want to make sure it is not bold but it is regular. And then the font size is 20. The font is Arial. Let's set here to auto. But then let's set it up a little bit. Let's zoom in, make sure that the text spacing is quite good. Okay, so now this is nice. Turn it up a little bit. Now let's put everything in one folder and let's name it Owusu, because the name is Owusu. Duplicate it, hold shift and then drag it to the right side. Let's make sure it's a little closer. Let's duplicate it again and drag it to the other side. Okay. Also make sure it is centered. Show the same spacing. So let's change the details in there. Want to change the image? So let's pick this one and drag it in there. Resize it and then delete the previous image and then create clipping mask. Okay, now let's go to the other one as well. Let's change the name. Pick the name Ellie, then we paste it there. Also pick the position and then we paste it there as well. Then we go and pick the details of the person and then we paste it there as usual. Alright, so what we can do is for the details, let's make it let's click this one, make it small letters, that way we can have enough space. That's what graphic design is all about. So close this one and then go to Owusu as well, make it small letters like this, that way it can fit in there nicely. So now let's go to this one as well, click on it and then let's bring the image in there, resize it to be proportionate with the other images, delete the previous image and then create clipping mask. Okay, so if you also took notice, you realize that this gentleman is looking straight at me. This one has tilted a little bit to and it's facing the right side or the left side depending on the perspective, and this one is also doing the same thing but in the opposite direction, and so it looks kind of good for the eyes. We don't want all of them facing one direction or something like that. This is quite good. So make sure one person is facing the other direction, the other person is also facing the other direction, and this is how I want it to be. So pick Nana, that's the name, you paste it there. Let's pick the position as well and then you paste the position as well over there. So this is the position for the entrepreneur. We just want to make it small letters, small caps, and so this is good. Let's change the name to Nana over here and let's change this one's name to Ellie over here so that we know which one we are dealing with. Put everything in a folder, and then let's call it images. Images. Awesome. So now let's start with the theme. Let's pick this, then pick the text tool and then paste it there. Go, and then let's look for Franklin Gothic Heavy. We want to set here to regular. Also change the font size to 143. We want it to be in caps, so let's click here, and then if the color is not there, just click here, come and pick this particular color, and then center it. So you're wondering why I left this place blank. I just left two spaces over there. We are going to use this one. So click on the magic wand, and then make sure your caps is off. Click on the white space around it. So you're going to select the white side, right click it, and then click on select inverse. This way the black is the one rather selected. You want to mask it, that way also the white side goes away, and then you clean around it. Any white something around it, white stroke around it, just make sure you clean it. Now let's convert this to a smart object, and then double click here, click on color overlay, click here, and then come and pick this color, any of this color, and then click on create OK, click on OK, drag it here, and then just play around it. How do you want it to be? Do you want it to be this way? I think this way is also quite nice, so I will rotate it a little bit, something like this. Click on your move tool and just move it around. So this is good. Overdrive, and then click on your text to type here Ines Conference. I don't want to use the same font and the same size, so click here and choose Held Vertical, and then set here to 68. Also want to change the color to color black, and then let's make sure here is regular, and then center it. Let's zoom in a little bit to see what we are doing clearly. Okay. Duplicate it and drag it down. Then fill in with the rest of the information. We also don't want it to be the same font, so let's use Arial. And then let's make here narrow. Exactly. And then let's change the font size too. We don't want it to be the same font size, so let's change the font size to 42. Awesome. The track, the leading, let's change the leading to 50. Alright, so 50 will do. And then let's also make sure here it's unchecked. And then the bold here is also deselected. Now let's center it. And then let's put everything in a folder. Let's name it Overdrive. We also want to start with the date and the time. So let's pick the month and then paste it there. Let's make it caps, and then let's choose Franklin Gothic Heavy. Let's set it to regular, and then the font size, let's use 72. Change the color to this if that's not the color you have. Let's duplicate it and then come down a little bit. Pick the rest of the details. I want to zoom in for this. Okay, so now let's put this one somewhere here, and then let's change the font from Franklin Gothic Heavy to Helvetica. Let's set it to 66, and then let's change also over here to red. Make it black. Okay, duplicate it to the right side, and then let's type TH. Let's change the font size to 29, and then let's put it up here. Duplicate. Let's duplicate the 28 again, then move it to the right, and then type 2021. Okay, but then 2021 also Helvetica. Let's set the font to 66, but then let's make it bold. Now that we have it like this, let's select everything and then drag it like that. Awesome. Duplicate the TH, bring it down somewhere here, and then pick 7. Alright, let's work on the details now. Let's change the font size to Helvetica. Also make it bold as well. In fact, let's do something else. Why don't we make just here bold? Bold. Let's set the font to 27. And that is it. Let's make everything something like this, and then drag it there. Also, now let's pick this. Let's choose the rectangular tool, and then make a very thin line. Let's try to keep it as thin as possible. Set it to black. Make sure the fill is off. The fill is black, but the stroke rather is off. Let's see how it looks like. Perfect. Drag it up a little bit. Okay, now let's drag this one up a little bit. Duplicate the month and drag it up somewhere here. So we want to put everything in a folder. The date in a folder, let's call it date and time. Awesome. And then let's push this to this side. The venue is moving pick, so let's put it over there. Designing is not quite difficult. There's just a few principles that we need to apply, and so I believe you are really learning something today. Let's use ambassador as well, but even the moving pick we can change some few details as well. So let's use railway, and then let's change from here to medium. Let's set it to 40, and then let's change it to color white. But before we even change it to color white, we need to make sure we can see what we are doing. So pick this one, and then something like that will be good. Exactly. So if it's a different color, pick it and come and choose this color, and then drag the moving pick on top of the rectangle. Go to your character panel and change it to color white. Move it somewhere here. Make sure it's in the middle of the box. So now let's move the box that way. If possible, we could put a ruler here just to help us. Alright, just to help us with our alignment. Now click, double, duplicate it, and then let's set it to black so we can see everything. Let's pick Ambassador Accra and paste it there. Go to paragraph and then make it left. We also want to make sure this is unchecked. We're also going to leave it railway. We're going to make here medium as well, and then also keep it at 40 over here. But then the leading, let's set it to 40. And then pull it quite closer to it. Let's put everything in a folder and let's name it venue. Now let's see how it looks. But then it's not centered, so let's click on it and click on the date as well, and then align it well to the middle of everything. Also, we can even push it up if we want to. In fact, let's push everything up from the image to the venue. Let's push everything up. Let's push the date and the venue up a little bit. Now click over here and then somewhere this way, make sure we select this color. Let's see whether it is centered. Let's center it. And just in case somebody would like to call the company, want to put in the details over there as well, and then drag it down. Click on your character and let's set the rest of the information. So Helvetica, we'll keep it at regular, and then here is going to be 20. Also, let's make here 90. The tracking, let's set it to 90. Let's take this one and let's change here to color white so we can see the details very well. Let's center it nicely as well. In fact, let's do something else. Let's select the numbers and let's bolden it here and bolden it here. And then let's see whether it is centered. It is centered nicely. Let's drag this down slightly. And then let's pick these people, more like sales team or marketing team. Resize it and drag it down. Drag it behind the rectangle, something like this. Let's see how it looks like. Awesome. Let's put everything in a folder and then let's name it for more information. So we are done, but then let's add a little push to it, let's make it quite stylish. Let's pick our brush and then let's increase the size of the brush. You can go with this to give it to your client, but then sometimes when you're done with something like this, you just want to add a little shine or glow to it a little bit. Always works. It always works. So let's pick something like this. Let's change here to color white and then click somewhere. Let's reduce it. Click somewhere here. No, we don't want this type of brush. Let's choose this one. Click somewhere here. increase it. Let's set the opacity to 43, and let's see. So just like that, like just like that, it looks cool. Just like that, it looks cool. Also, let's give it another layer, and then let's give it a shine over here. Another layer, and give it a shine over here. So let's call it glow. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how you create this type of business flyers. If you love it and you think you love the kind of content that I create, looking at all the videos I've been creating so far, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. I would also like it if you like this video. I would really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, and also click on the notification bell so that anytime I release new videos, you'll be one of the first people to receive them. Guys, I love you all. Peace out.